Do you want to debunk space? All you need is a dragon and Kent Hovind. Yes, you heard me right. If you want to debunk space, you only need a dragon and Kent Hovind. That's the topic of the first video of today. The second one is a shorter one, and we will revisit the Swiss man who sailed around the world and got confused and believed that Earth is flat. Let's start.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Let's see if I understand this correctly. If you combine this with this, you get this. Okay, let's move on.
The great horn was broken, and for it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven. And everybody knows historically, Alexander's huge kingdom was divided up between his 4 generals.
Right now, 150 meters per second. Slightly below nominal.
Toward the 4 winds of heaven.
Wherever one.
Now I think I got it. If you combine Kent with this, you get this. Okay, let's move on.
The 4 top generals each took a section, and the kingdom broke up into 4 regions. Toward the 4 winds of heaven. And out of one of them came forth a little horn,
A kilometer. Trunk deploy.
which waxed exceeding great, toward the south, toward the east, and toward the pleasant land, probably toward Israel.
Drugs look good.
It waxed great even to the host of heaven. To the host of heaven.
So Israel is the pleasant land, and in some mysterious way this disproves space travels. Oh dear.
And it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground. So obviously this is not an earthly king now. This is talking about a satanically motivated person, because
Elon Musk owns a space company, so he must be evil.
And then SpaceX is about helping make life multiplanetary and doing what we can to continue the dream of Apollo and ultimately make a contribution to life becoming multiplanetary.
have you ever seen any king in the world cast down stars to the ground?
What? Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
Have you ever seen any king in the world cast down stars to the ground?
So Elon Musk is a king, I see.
Or go to the host of heaven. Or go to the host of heaven. And he stamped upon them. So this now has become, I think, a satanic.
This is so silly. Trying to use Kent Hovind, the man who thinks man lived together with dinosaurs, to prove flat Earth and that space is fake. I normally don't defend Kent, but I don't believe he is a flat earther. He is a big fool, he's an evil person, but I don't think he's a flat earther.
Probably the devil. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away.
And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pained to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and
So those space agencies and space company are the 7 heads. Strange, you forgot the 3rd biggest European space agency. Then they are 8. But the real problem is there are 77 different government space agencies in existence, plus private space companies. Oh dear. This video continues for 45 minutes and it's all this type of nonsense. And his followers thinks it's a great video. And Flat Earth and Coffee, he have linked this in his community tab and thinks it's great work. Oh dear, how stupid can a human being be? Let's move on to the next fool.
Hello, my name is Hervé Riboni. I sail around the world in the 93-94 Whitbread race.
I'm quite sure that most of you remember this fool. I did find this video on Taboo Conspiracies channel.
I spent 10 years as a skipper of charter catamaran sailing boat in the Caribbean. I have sailed over 100,000 nautical miles and have crossed the Atlantic 8 times.
And still he lack knowledge and understanding about basic navigation. That is a fact that he has proven in several videos before.
It was 8 years ago when I first heard about the flat earth, and I was convinced that it was to discredit the seekers of truth. It had been several years since I had woken up following a search of 911, and it had started with the obvious controlled demolition of Building 7.
And there I did get a suspicion confirmed. He is a standard flirt that are into several other conspiracies.
After that, I questioned absolutely everything that came from the official narrative of the Matrix.
The official narrative of the Matrix?
So, with my knowledge of navigation and circumnavigating the world, I was convinced that I was going to be able to debunk the flat earth theory in 10 minutes. 10 minutes turned into hours, then weeks and months. I had failed, and I had to admit that the deception went even deeper than I thought.
I'm not surprised. This man don't understand the most basic things regarding navigation, so that he can't use navigation to disprove flat Earth doesn't surprise me at all.
There are a lot of elements that prove that we are not on a ball twirling in the vacuum of infinite space. To start, you just need common sense.
Sorry to say this, but common sense is something this man lacks totally. And taboo conspiracy too. Okay, all flat earthers lack common sense.
We would walk upside down under a sphere thanks to an unproven magical force that hold back the ocean but let the bird fly away.
And there we have typical flat earth nonsense. That gravity exists have been proven.
The flight path of airline.
And one more flat earth classic. If you look at a flight, for instance, between Australia and South America, and then try to explain it on the silly flat earth. Good luck.
Water that always extends horizontally. Shooting stars that always have a downward trajectory. The polar star which always remains centered in the rotation of the stars, despite the supposed movement of the sphere in 4 different directions at impossible speeds.
And more flat earth nonsense.
The time and money space agencies spend trying to deceive us.
When he sailed over the Atlantic Ocean, I'm quite sure that he used satellite-based system. How does he explain that he had satellite coverage over the whole ocean, and I'm quite sure that they had satellite phones for security? How does he explain that you can make a phone call in the middle of the Atlantic?
The alleged vacuum of space next to a pressurized environment without a physical barrier.
So if there are a dome, how high up is it, what is it made of, and so on?
There are still so many. But I think the best and easiest thing to experience the flat earth is that we see too far. We see objects that should be behind the curvature of the earth.
If you have sailed around the world and 8 times over the Atlantic, I'm quite sure that you've seen ships disappear over the horizon with the bottom first. How do you explain that one?
Here in conclusion, I would say that the flat earth made me aware of our Creator. Me, who was an atheist, and suddenly he made me a better person in own respect. I think it is this aspect that the manipulators absolutely want to take away from us, to deprive us of our faith.
Why didn't I see that coming? That he is a Christian flat earther. But the strange thing, majority of the Christians in this world are not science-denying fools that believe that we live on a flat earth. This video is the first one in a series that Taboo Conspiracy planning. He plans to publish videos where people gives their testimonies about how they become flat earther. So, opportunities for me to make more videos about flat earth stupidity. Thank you all helping me, helping Ukraine. Yesterday I did receive totally about 300 euros. So today I have ordered number 31 of the drones and one more big power bank. Thank you all. If you want to help, please use PayPal link in the description. That was all what I had for you today. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit like, subscribe, become a member, or just come back. Next time I'm publishing a video. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye.